We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 20.
Don't use the mic. Watch the screen.
Here's a guy on his fourth franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... yard line.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Dolphin first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're good. Ready? What to do?
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Carr now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
What down? 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught by Watkins for a Dolphins touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, relax.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Hey, alert. Black and turn.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
52's the mark.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
Like 80. Snickers, got to spin. Blue draw quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Coming to you. No,
Hey,
check.
echo.
52 right here.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
What now?
180. Watch the pass. Check.
Who's right feet?
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Peterson. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now a run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
50, 24.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. He's going to look deep for Watt. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Solid, 5 down.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 23-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing again on second and 10. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Roethlisberger will throw. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 30 yards there.
It's a gain of 30. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Like 80.
That's another
Check that.
first down.
Watch the pass.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's been a long day for you.
Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. Coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, he's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. 7:30.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Tighten up, tighten up.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know. Bud.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run with Drake. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on second and 3. Carr, the 20. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
230.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Take both of them.
Chance.
Snickers, got to spin. 44.
Mike 52.
We got, hey, Foxtrot. Like I said.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
In your face.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he finds McDonald. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
20, 24. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, watch your leg. Go that bench release and go.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go, D.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All day, every day, any day.
Now Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got Fuller. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run high. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Carlos Hyde. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to slither by. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here at a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, Steve 6,
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running, it's Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Keep playing hard. Let's get it.
Here we go, Steelers! Here we go! Here we go, Steelers! Here we go!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.